Thanks for checking in with the Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel. I bring you daily content about sneakers and about upcoming sneaker releases. If you like your sneakers and if you like your information fast, quick, and in a really short amount of time, this is the right sneaker channel for you to get that very fast, very quick review. Today I'm bringing you an ADIDAS sneaker, and the ADIDAS sneaker I'm bringing you today is the NMD R1 Chinese New Year. Yesterday I also brought you an Adidas review for the Adidas Forever bicycle. Today I'm bringing you the NMD R1 Chinese New Year. It's unusual for me to bring you two Adidas reviews in a row, but they tend to drop their sneakers on a Saturday, which means that their sneakers kind of get all clumped up on the release calendar rather than like Nike dropping them regularly over the week. You get them all clumped up towards the end of the week. So here I am bringing you two Adidas in a row. Now they usually drop on a Saturday, but sometimes that's not the case, and one of those times I missed out on the restock of the Yeezy Zebras, and I had a full-on rant. And not only that, but the same day as the Yeezy restock, Nike decided to do a lightning strike and drop some Air Force Ones, and I missed out on those too, and I had a full-on rant, which is linked up above. As I said in the introduction, this channel is all about those fast 5 or 10 minute reviews every single day, and if you don't want to miss out on those daily reviews, for example, tomorrow we'll be talking about the LeBron 16 Equality Pack that's dropping real soon. If you don't want to miss out on tomorrow's content or any content every day, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell below. As I also said in the introduction, today it's all about the Chinese New Year from the Adidas brand. This year they're bringing out the NMD R1. For me, the Chinese New Year's and the Adidas brand really started 2 years ago with this, the Ultra Boost Chinese New Year. And this sneaker for me was a real important sneaker. It really brought me back into sneakers where I hadn't been paying attention for a long time, and it really got me back into the sneaker world. As you can see, my pair of Chinese New Year Ultra Boost Uncaged sneakers from Adidas have had a lot of wear and a lot of use. What hasn't had so much use and so much wear and tear is last year's Chinese New Year's, the NMD R2s which dropped. I do love these sneakers, but they're just so white, I'm scared I'm going to get them hell of a dirty. And that brings me on to this year's Chinese New Year release from Adidas. Now there's plenty of people out there that are checking out my content, and I know there's plenty of people from China, Chinese speaking people out there checking out my content. So if you are from China and if you are Chinese speaking, hit me up with a comment down below or hit the like button. I really appreciate the cultures that mix on my channel. I've got Australia, I've got Denmark, I've got Singapore, I've got the Philippines, I've got America, of course I've got Japan, and I've got Chinese people out there as well checking in. So Chinese folks, if you're out there checking on this content, give me a thumbs up, hit the link down below and hit the subscribe button. And that forms quite an interesting bridge between the different videos I've been bringing you recently and the different people checking in on the channel. Yesterday's Forever bicycle release is very heavily steeped in the Chinese traditions because the designer is half Chinese and half American. And then here we are today again with the Chinese New Year NMD R1s. I personally think this is a fairly banging sneaker. It's got a lot of pros and a few not so pros, shall we say. Maybe not cons, but not so pros. So let's get into this sneaker and have a look at what Adidas has got for us this year in the Chinese New Year silhouette. I often like to start my sneaker reviews with the upper on a sneaker, and for me the best upper out there is definitely the Adidas Prime Knit, and I'm really happy to see this NMD R1 Chinese New Year coming with a Prime Knit upper. I bought a special Adidas NMD R1 Japan pack, and the R1s, like I say, the R1s a couple of years ago, I think it was about 18 months ago, and I was really disappointed to pay a really high price for them, retail price, and they not be the Prime Knit upper. It really disappointed me. So I'm glad to see that this upcoming NMD R1 Chinese New Year definitely features that Prime Knit, and it's a very solid Prime Knit. If you go back to the Chinese New Year's I've got myself, you've got the 2017s and the 2018s, both of which are Prime Knit, and you can see the Prime Knit on the 2017s is rather busy, very cool if you ask me, whereas the 2018 they went for a much more simpler and streamlined look. And that's the same for the 2019s. If you have a good look at the sneaker and a good look at the upper, you can see that's a solid black Prime Knit upper. And speaking of solid black, if we go down a little bit to the midsole, yes, it's that front to back black Boost midsole, which is an absolute banging midsole if you ask me. I really love it when they put colour on the Boost. It's something that they played with a couple of times at Adidas, but they never really expanded on it. There was a kind of grey one, there were a few triple blacks that came out, but they never really played with it. that I don't know if it wasn't cost effective or if there just wasn't any like market research on it or something. But for me, these Chinese New Years with that black boost midsole, absolutely popping. Really goes well with that upper, and then the black outsole, you've got that triple black all the way up and down it, but it's not a triple black sneaker, is it? The place where it's not a triple black sneaker is in those accents, and the accents are most obvious if you take a look at the heel of the sneaker, where you've got this Chinese traditional dragon emblazoned right on the heel of the sneaker. That's the most prominent and the most obvious feature, the most obvious nod and tip of the hat to the Chinese New Year traditions, and it's brought forward and into the insole, as you can kind of see here in this picture. Hard to make out, but you can also see that that dragon emblem is within the sneaker as well. And continuing forward to the three-stripe branding in the midfoot, you can see also that that is red. So primarily what you've got here is a black upper with a black midsole, black sole, and then the red accents throughout. Now, usually what Adidas says when they're going for the Chinese New Year look is that they want red, black, and yellow in their sneakers. Now, to be honest, I haven't really seen that in the Chinese New Year, so I don't know where they're getting that from. And I did have to look at this one to see if there was anything in particular that was yellow, and the only places I could really find it was on that dragon design on the heel and the same dragon design on the insole. There is a hint of yellow in there, and you've got those red stripes and that black upper, which combines together to make it that sort of traditional Chinese New Year colorway. And then the final two places where I want to take you on this sneaker to have a little look is on the tongue, where you can see there's red branding, the red Adidas branding, which again accents those three-stripe brandings and the heel very nicely against that black background of the upper. So the red accent in the tongue really pops. And one of my favorite features on this, and on many of the NMDs, I really like the heel tab design on the NMDs. And what I really like about these Chinese New Years is that the black heel tab fabric has black writing on it. I think the black on black is a good choice for this sneaker. Not always. Sometimes you want like a white writing on a black background or some other color scheme or some other color design. But in the case of this Chinese New Year, I think the black on black for the pull tab and the heel is a really good decision and a really good design feature. Now that brings to an end my Chinese New Year review, the NMD R1. Thanks for checking in today, guys. As I said, hit that notification bell down below and the subscribe button to stay in touch with my daily content. Tomorrow it's all about the LeBron 16 Equality Pack, which will be dropping. And then you can see me the day after that when I'll be talking about the pair of Kobe's that will be dropping. Excellent reviews every single day. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you can stay in touch with Tokyo Butter 23. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for checking in today, guys. I really appreciate your being here and viewing my content. Over here we have the channel subscribe button. Channel登録ぜひお願いします. Over here we have the video I recommend you watch next. こちらはおすすめです. And up here we have a link to the channel introduction video. こちらはチャンネルのプロフィールのvideoです. Check them out. Clicking on them really helps the channel.